Hello and welcome to Channel 781 Headlines. Channel 781 is suing WCAC in federal court for submitting false claims of copyright infringement that led to YouTube shutting down our channel just before Waltham's preliminary election last fall. In addition to our original content and our own recordings of meetings, 781 posts brief clips from city meetings recorded by WCAC/MAC TV, our local cable access station. Last June, we met with WCAC and explained that our use of video clips of government meetings is fair use and is not copyright infringement under the law. Despite that, in August and September, they submitted complaints about 15 clips on our channel, and YouTube shut down the channel 5 days before the election. YouTube later restored our channel after the Electronic Frontier Foundation, an international nonprofit digital rights group based in San Francisco, got in touch with them on our behalf. Since then, EFF has contacted WCAC several times to ask them to adopt an official policy allowing clips of their meeting recordings to be used for journalism and commentary without prior permission, which we believe is necessary to protect not only Channel 781, but anyone, present or future, working to improve government transparency and citizen engagement in Waltham. WCAC has not addressed that request. Under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, someone who submits bogus copyright claims can be sued for damages. Yesterday, EFF and law firm Brown Rudnick filed a lawsuit on our behalf with the U.S. District Court for Massachusetts. The former site of the Fernald Institution made the news again recently, this time for reported neo-Nazi graffiti. On June 23rd, the Medfern Cemetery Instagram account posted images showing the interior of a building on the Fernald site covered with extreme racist, anti-Semitic, and queer-phobic messages, including slurs and Nazi symbols. Some of the graffiti appeared to be claiming the building as turf for Hammerskins, which is a neo-Nazi group. The Fernald site abuts Gann Academy, a Jewish private school, but it's not clear whether they were the intended target. In response to online discussion of the post, Waltham police released a statement saying they visit the site on a daily basis, and in the past 18 months, they've arrested or charged about 50 people for crimes on the site. On June 29th, about 20 Waltham residents held a standout against hate near the Waltham Common. The graffiti and standout were covered by WBUR, and we also discussed them in more detail on our Debrief show that we posted last week, so check that out if you haven't already. Also, there's a new documentary about the Fernald that covers its history as well as the current state of the site and controversies regarding its reuse. The film Willful Neglect was made by Liam Jewell, a 17-year-old filmmaker from Somerville, and we'll include a link to it in the description of this video. On June 13th, Brandeis University held a community meeting to discuss plans to build a new dorm on campus. The new building would house about 650 undergraduates on a site that's currently a parking lot. In recent years, Brandeis students have raised concerns about the lack of on-campus housing relative to enrollment, and Waltham City councilors have raised concerns about students living in single-family neighborhoods. At the meeting, Brandeis officials said they hope the new dorm will bring some students back on campus, and they don't plan to increase enrollment when it's finished. However, Brandeis is still in the early stages of introducing this plan to the community, and their official permitting process with the city isn't expected to begin for about a year. We also discussed that in more detail on our Debrief show. On June 24th, the City Council had its last regular meeting before their summer break and voted to approve the fiscal year 25 budget. The budget totals about $365 million, which is an increase of about 10% over last year, and is very similar in terms of how it distributes the money among departments. You can also hear more about that meeting on our Debrief show. On August 5th, the council is planning to hear from the public about the city's plan to comply with the MBTA Communities Act as part of a joint input session with the Board of Survey and Planning at 7:30 at City Hall. The plan would amend the city's zoning ordinance to establish MBTA communities multifamily overlay districts near the Brandeis and Waverly commuter rail stations, allowing for 4 family houses with a minimum of 2 parking spaces per unit. In preparation for that meeting, Waltham Inclusive Neighborhoods Group will be hosting a discussion about the plan this Sunday, July 28th at 3 in the Waltham Public Library's literacy classroom, and also on Zoom. We'll put that link in the description as well. Thanks for watching.